what a lovely flower bed.
With all these flowers blooming, you'd think it was spring. Wait, and these blue lavenders, they're...
ERYN flowers, like the ones the Archbishop requested during our field exercises.
Okay, anything interesting inside? I don't see any NPC markers. Looks like there's something up top. A ladder. Wow, there's Mishi toys here. I guess she's secretly a fan of this. Let's take a look at the general store.
Whoa, this place is packed with all sorts of stuff.
Something about it seems rather peculiar.
Not so peculiar when you consider it's set up in a witch's village.
Hello, my young guest. Welcome to Limerick. Allow me to give you a warning before you start browsing. Many of these products are imbued with magic. For your own safety, please don't go about touching things carelessly. Magical products? Well, I guess this kind of stuff is normal for a witch's village. We've come across some artifacts before, but well, I seem to recall hearing that the Hexen clan has always been allied with the Septarian of Fire. It appears that they've continued to pass down the knowledge gained from the ancient Zemurian civilization. That's indeed true. Strictly speaking, our products are a little different from artifacts, but we needn't split hairs. So long as you're careful of them, no harm should come to you. That's the important thing. I also have some everyday goods and import stock. If you're going to look for those things, it probably ought to be those. Thank you, we'll do that. This place looked a little odd at first, but it's just a store like any other. Yeah, it couldn't hurt to take a look around. Item upgrades already. But I'm really poor. I don't think I got some sepith, but not enough probably. Yeah, that's it. 8,000. Well, I have 9,000 now, but it's probably gonna run out really quickly if I try to upgrade everyone's equipment. Imperial Chronicle. National Mobilization Law unanimously approved. On July 31st, the National Mobilization Law was unanimously approved in an emergency session of the Imperial Diet. The special wartime measure, currently a hot topic among political science scholars, gives the government the power to requisition any resources, personnel included, deemed necessary for the war effort. All citizens are required to comply with this law in order to boost the Empire's military power in preparation for a potential full-scale conflict with the Republic of Calvard. Further addendums to this law are likely to be implemented in the following weeks and months. These include, but are not limited to, the following measures. Compulsory compliance with military conscription for all able-bodied men aged 19 to 45. The requisitioning of everyday goods by the army, and government regulation of commodity prices. Prince Olivert's funeral held. A state funeral for Prince Olivert was held just days ago at Heimdall Cathedral by head Archbishop Sigmar. 4 other archbishops, each hailing from one of the 4 provinces, assisted with the service. Mourners also offered prayers for Viscount Arcade and the young crew members who lost their lives in the incident alongside the prince. Authorities currently suspect the Republic of Calvard of engineering the explosion of the prince's high-speed cruiser, the Courageous. As the bodies of the victims were burned in the explosion, they were impossible to recover. In their stead, empty coffins were used to honor them at the ceremony. Access to the Carroll Imperial Villa at the site of the incident is currently forbidden by the military. Update on Emperor Eugen's condition. Emperor Eugen, victim of a tragic shooting, remains in a coma. His prognosis is currently unclear. He probably lost 20 levels at least. Readers may rest assured that world-class surgeons from St. Ursula Hospital in Crossbell are preparing for his surgery using cutting-edge medical technology. Churches throughout the country are offering concerned citizens a space to pray for the Emperor's speedy recovery. We were able to obtain a short comment on the situation from Prince Cedric. Since the incident, my mother and sister have been reluctant to leave the castle and lack even the requisite energy to rouse themselves most days. I'd like to ask our dear countrymen and women to offer prayers not just for my father, but also for my mother and sister who find themselves waylaid by this most tragic event. Emperor's assailant still at large. The investigation to the background of the military academy student who attempted to assassinate the Emperor is still ongoing. Punishment for this heinous criminal has yet to be announced. From the editor, 2 weeks have passed since the trouble began in Heimdall. The ominous ringing of bells and terrified screams became part of the daily soundscape of the city as it suffered attacks from both monsters and mechanical giants. The unrest is speculated to be subterfuge of Calvardian design. Thankfully, the 4th Armored Division and the Railway Military Police have managed to bring the situation more or less under control. I wouldn't be able to sit here at the Imperial Chronicle office writing this column without the efforts of those brave peacekeepers. Better check the air shops just in case. Just in case their equipment is better. Limerick. The inn. Maybe the weapon shops are down here. Fortune teller's home. You have only just become a disciple. We must first ascertain your potential. I prepared a stage for you. Now place your hands over the crystal ball and focus your magic. Well, tell me what you see. Yes, ma'am, I can see your face. That's just a reflection of my face. Now focus. We'll start from the absolute basics. Sigyn, are you ready? Yes, ready. What about all of them? Oh, you mean Emma's friends? They seem to have come around. Sorry for the trouble. Thank you for taking care of us. It would seem a great challenge still looms ahead for you, but that will have to wait. I'm Dahlia, and this is my newest disciple, Sigyn. It's good to see you up, but please don't push yourselves. Hello, we all like some delicious magic tea? The offer is appreciated, but we're fine, thank you. This old woman must be a witch. Same goes for the girl. Can someone so young really serve as a witch, I wonder? Gandalf. Okay, there are conversations in here. Mandatory ones. Oh, so you're the kids from Emma's school. For what it's worth, welcome to the village. You're secondary contractors for Valimar, huh? Secondary contractors? Oh yeah. That's the title we were given when Valimar recognized us being connected to Instructor Rean, right? Yeah, that's about the size of it. This here is ERYN's weapons workshop. You can make pretty much any kind of armament you want, but Divine Knights are our main focus. Honestly, I was really hoping to teach that Awakener kiddo a bunch of stuff, but things being what they are, I guess that I've got no choice but to help you out. I see, we appreciate the assistance. Is that all? Come on, put some spirit into it. I was thinking I'd give your weapons to once over, but now let's save it for another time. Take a look around, maybe come back later when you're feeling more up to it. You might say our clan has a history of the gnomes. Damn them, using the Divine Knights for their own ends. 6 out of the 7 have already been awakened too. The world truly is cloaked in twilight. Rest up and get ready. You've got some big battles ahead of you. I can't upgrade anything yet. There is an optional event marker over here.
Oh? What's this?
There's steam billowing out from over there.
A hot spring, perhaps? Although I can't smell any sulfur.
Okay, is there a way to go inside here? These seem to be changing rooms. It really is a hot spring. A full-on hot spring right in the middle of a village of witches. It's kind of crazy if you stop and think about it. I'm not really in the mood for a scrub and soak right now, though. Neither am I. Perhaps we should save it for when we can better enjoy it. What about this door here? The open-air bath is up ahead. Right now probably isn't the best time to be taking a dip. Who are you, Free? I'm gonna call you Miss Poofy Pink Hair, and you're Miss Silky Silver Hair, and you're Miss Beautiful Blue Hair. How come I've never seen you before? Mysterious. I'm actually a guy. The world is full of mysteries. I hope she got the point. Don't let it get to you, Kurt. She's just a little girl. Okay, what's in the teleportation stone? Is someone maintaining it?
It's a dead end.
What do you think this monument is?
I'm not sure. It resembles an animist totem, though.
Hey there, what are you doing all the way over here? Wow, you scared me. What's the big idea? Can you tell I'm trying to hide? Oh, whoops, sorry about that. What is this, hide and seek? We're crying out loud. Everyone knows you're not supposed to. Wait, are you those guys from the outside world? That is correct. Us and the old Class VII owe the people of this village for looking after us. Wow, so like, is it really as big as they say? Nothing but breathtaking sights and wide open spaces as far as the eye can see? Oh man, it must be so awesome. Actually, I'd say this village is breathtaking enough as it is. Huh? What village are you talking about? Everything here's just the same old shimmery blah. I mean, they won't even let me go into the woods. Can you believe that? I'm so done being crammed in this stupid box of tricks. But not for long. I'm gonna see the outside world someday for sure. And once I do, you guys are gonna teach me everything about it, right? How about we cross that bridge when we get to it? This kid's a bit of an odd duck, but his energy is kind of refreshing in a weird way. A mysterious stone monument. It doesn't react when touched, and there's purple text. And that's the exit. The wind door is locked. Didn't Rosalia say this led to a clearing outside the village? Oh, that's right. One that isn't usually in use, as I recall. I don't detect anyone there, though. Though it doesn't seem the kind of place that warrants a visit either way. Oh, it's you guys. You're those students from Emma's school, right? Good to see you're finally up. Thanks. Sorry I didn't realize we had the whole village keyed up over us. Don't worry about it. Emma and Rose told us everything. So the great twilight of legend is upon us, huh? We're really in for it now. Your instructor more than anyone. I just wish there was something more we could do to help. Honestly, you've already done more than we could have asked. Please don't think anything otherwise. I agree. If anything, we should be thanking you more. You really think so? Oh, but look at me. Now you're the ones doing all the comforting. I'm Nina. My parents run the place just over there. Lux Lune Inn. Feel free to give me a shout if you need anything. I'll be sure to lend you a hand or two. You got it. Thanks, Nina. We'll be sure to keep you in mind. Here's a ladder that leads to the part of the atelier. Any active voices? No? Okay. Oh, it's you. Feeling right and rested already? More or less. Oversleeping's got me super out of it, though. Sorry for bringing this up again, but has Viscount Arcade... From what I've heard, a state of funeral has already been held. For him, Prince Albert, Tobal, and the rest of the fallen crew. They said the explosion had completely incinerated their bodies. It was a procession of empty caskets, yet I still couldn't bring myself to attend. Maybe that's the reason why it hasn't really hit me yet. It just doesn't seem real. Laura. It's only natural to feel that way. When I think of Rean, Celine, and William on top of that, it's more than I can even bear. And our state is supposed to be strong at times like this, to lead, to inspire. Have I learned nothing? Have I not grown one bit? Ah. I'm sorry, everyone. Please, forget you saw anything. Words of woe will do nothing to mend matters. You've finally woken up. Now's our time to plan for the future, not weep over the past. That character note. I'm pressing right click. What the heck?
Is this some kind of monument?
An unusual one, if so.
Hey there, you guys. You seem to be doing better. I can see that deathly pallor has finally left your faces at the least. Yeah, thanks for watching over us. And for all the help you gave us back at the Grawl as well. We're in your debt. No words can express the amount of gratitude I feel toward the old Class VII. Oh, come on, you guys helped us just as much. Besides, it's not as though my powers were enough to make a difference either way. Gaius. Sorry, pay my grumblings no mind. I wasn't ready, simple as that. It's just something I'll have to work on. The Dominions are in charge of the Grellsritter, as I recall. I can't even imagine the amount of extra pressure that must place on him. Yeah, no kidding. Well, in any case, you've only just woken up. I know you might feel re-energized, but try not to push yourselves too far, okay? Well, try. Thanks for your advice. Everyone needs some time to think right now. You just woke up. There's no need to be overdoing things. I still lack so much experience. That's the truth of things. But wallowing in self-pity leads to absolutely nowhere. You need to get a grip and move forward. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. You've woken up and now we must prepare for the future together, not cry over the past. That's Milliam's hat. Indeed, it made its way over to me somehow, through the space-time distortion. Perhaps it was fate itself that brought it here. I see, maybe so. ERYN Altina Rare. I was thinking I'd give this to you once you've woken up. Please, take it. You were the only family she had. Seems kind of wrong for me to put on the Milliam costume right now. I can't. You should be the one to hold on to it. That's what Milliam would have wanted. I see. Very well then, I'll take good care of it. I'd actually convinced myself I'd never be able to get over things so long as it was in my possession. Still, in a way, I'm also relieved to keep it as maudlin as that sounds. Maudlin. With the curse spreading through the Empire, it's more imperative that we figure out how the board will play out from here. The board? Wait, does this have something to do with whatever Musei's been up to? Oh, that's right. Instructor Randy did say you might be able to inform us. That I would. I've already briefed both him and the rest of Class 7 about the situation, in fact. It's only fair I tell all of you as well now you've awoken. Now listen closely and try to follow along. So Musei's actual identity is Mildine Duzalif de Cayenne, the soon-to-be Duchess of the Cayenne family. The pieces are all coming together, so to speak. I assume that the Intelligence Division knew of this all along. Wait, so all this is for real? You're seriously telling me that Musei foresaw the possibility of something going wrong in Heimdall? And headhunted the top members of the provincial armies just to prepare for it? That's precisely what I'm telling you. The Viceland Army, she calls it. I only know what I've been told, but it seems Brigadier General Bardius, General Le Guin, and Vida have also been in cahoots with her. Tens of thousands of elite troops all gathered together in secret with the recovered Pantagruel as their flagship. It's possible that they intend on independently opposing the Chancellor in this faction. But that's insane. Tens of thousands is considerable, but still inadequate to oppose the Imperial army. If I remember, Erebonia's army is a good 800k soldiers strong, isn't it? And with the national mobilization law in effect, the total can only rise from there. Lady Mildine's efforts are doomed to a brave yet ultimately futile act of resistance. She's well aware of this, hence why she's parted company with the rest of the four great houses. The Viceland army is on its own from here on out. Nevertheless, that girl will find a way. She's almost certainly weaving a counterplan against the Chancellor even as we speak. Her keen foresight and how things would occur left even Marquise Harriams and myself bewildered. But I'm certain there are many other risks involved so that we couldn't even hope to imagine. We ourselves were blind to Musei's true intentions until only recently. As such, it is crucial that we determine what steps the government and the Viceland army might take next. Such is my duty as a lord of the four great houses, as well as the brother of the enemy we found in Crossspell's Governor General. Eustace. This is a little too much for me right now. I think my head's starting to spin. Still, something compared to what Musei's had on their shoulders this whole time. If only we'd known. This is a very complex situation, to be sure. It's far from clear what the correct course of action might be. But the blindfolds are off now. All we can do is face what lies ahead. Maybe we must do so about Class VII's most central piece, your instructor. Well, that helped clear some things up at least. He's taking things pretty hard though, huh? Yeah, Instructor Rean isn't the only loss he has to deal with. Indeed. There's a wealth of materials inside, a hoarder's house perhaps. More like some kind of storehouse, I think. Filled to the brim with things we're better off not touching, to be sure. Maybe there's Eiyuu materials in there. I have no idea who I'm supposed to farm off of in order to get more Eiyuu materials. Oh, having a look around the village, are you? Are you sure you guys have had enough rest? Well, we're definitely getting there, sorta. It is a bit hard to relax after all the information we've had dropped on us. We conclude that keeping ourselves busy might help us get over our shock. By the way, about the magic fire thing Musei used to the Grawl. She mentioned something about a deceased familiar. Oh yes, that would be Grianos. He used to be Vita's familiar, like Celine is for me. He was slain by Rufus's hand at the end of the Civil War. The Governor General killed a witch's familiar? I had no idea. That is indeed how it happened. Unlike Celine, Grianos wasn't blessed with the ability to speak. But Vita bonded with him closely nevertheless. He was irreplaceable, to all of us. It is absolutely vital that we don't lose Celine as well. Rosalia. I know I said this before, but if anything happens to Celine, I'll know immediately. So please try not to worry, okay? We will try. Well, that seems as good a point as any to bring this dreamy exchange to an end. I don't care much for ad nauseums, but I advise you to grant your worried bones a bit more rest out of your stay. Of course, we'll make the most out of it. You all need a rest first. Any talks we'll have can come after that. The village has the hot springs and a couple of shops that might pique your interest, not to mention the inn. Their food is the absolute best. If you can't relax, you could try taking a stroll around. No, not that one. There's another house of interest. This one. Oh hey, you're awake, huh? You must have recovered a decent amount of mana. That's a relief. I was worried this batch of herbs might have been duds or something. Sounds like you did a lot for us while we were incapacitated. A shop. Thank you very much for taking care of us. You're welcome, dear. It's all thanks to the Elder and her spells, really. Don't be so modest, Owler. Your potions are a better treatment than anything they could have gotten in the outside world. She really pulled you kids back from the brink, you know. You should really give some thought to showering her with gratitude. You, Clace, behave yourself. You know me, I call it like I see it. These kids have only just met us, don't embarrass me. Wow, the Hexen clan is a lot more normal than I was expecting. They are even using standard NPC sprites. In case you missed my name the first time, I'm Euclase. I look forward to doing business with you, Class 7. I know you're all eager to rush back out there, but I'll take some time to rest and recuperate, alright? My name is Owler. I specialize in potions and alchemy. Let me know if you're feeling unwell. I'm sure I can whip up something to help. Thank you. We'll be sure to do that. Your support is very much appreciated. The Elder's always sending me to the outside world to see if I can pick up any handy gossip. Oh, in that case, can we ask you about what's been going on? We've lost contact with Musei and Action and Structurine. And we need to know how bad the Great Twilight's gotten too. Well there, one at a time, kids. Raise your hands. You need to take it easy. The air in this village is rich in mana, so it'll help you recover. You were out cold for the last couple of weeks. Remember? You can't go from knocked out to battle stations with nothing in between. Shop. Basic items. And that seems to be it. Well, we really don't even have anything. Not even battle scopes. Elisa, are you alright? Oh hey guys, good to see you on your feet again. Don't push yourselves, alright? You've been stuck in bed for 2 weeks now, after all. I guess we are a little rusty after 2 weeks in bed. Were you looking through the books here? Yeah, they have a lot of rare stuff on display, so I thought I'd take a look. Though to be honest, I mostly just came for a copy of the Imperial Chronicle. Oh, I see, we got one of those too. Dialogue that changes depending on our store purchases, huh? I thought we were in a different dimensional space from the rest of the world. Yeah, but it seems like the residents regularly get various supplies from the outside world. Usually the latest issue of the Imperial Chronicle gets here within a day or two of it being published. Elisa, are you too scared to read it? Ah. You could tell, huh? You must think I'm pretty pathetic. After all, we already know whatever's written in it is going to be horrible. Because of this Great Twilight mess, the Empire is a total train wreck. When I think about what happened to Rean, and Milliam, and Laura's father too. And then there's how the person who caused all that hurt is... Elisa! Sorry everybody, I know I should be trying to set a better example. I need to find out what part my mother's playing in all of this. And I'm curious about what Sharon's doing, too, now that she's back with Ouroboros. I'm gonna go read this in my room. You guys take it easy, okay? Black Alberic. I don't think any of us could have predicted he'd turn out to be Elisa's father, Franz Reinford. As well as the person who created me and Milliam. It's no wonder Elisa feels so torn over this. Even then, she's doing her best to put up a strong front. But with things like this, just what exactly can we do? Investigate. A letter for organizing the shelves, there's no need to use it. Who's gonna die first? That book is so popular here, huh? Hey you guys, modifying your orbits? Yeah, I couldn't take just sitting around doing nothing. I kinda wish I'd asked Tobal more about Orbal Arts when I had the chance. Seriously, how am I supposed to break this news to Mict? Sarah, Fee. Is the Bracer Guild planning to get involved in things this time? Could be. We haven't been able to get in touch with any of the key players yet, though. And we're still having trouble pinning down the location of the Arab Bracers who were helping us, such as Agate. We'll have to look for them once we've pulled ourselves together. But there's no need to rush into it. You all need to take some time to recover. And it's not just you. We're letting old Class 7 have some space to bounce back too. And you guys only just woke up. Take things slow for now, alright? Okay. Understood. We just finally got our stamina back ourselves. It's about time we really start looking into how things are in the outside world. Hey, I know we've all got a lot on our minds, so let's just focus on resting for now. Besides, you guys only just woke up. Take things slow, alright?
Guess this must be the local tavern, huh?
Seems so. No village is complete without one, I suppose.
You're finally up. Are you feeling alright? I hope you've been comfortable. We put guests from the outside now and then, but we usually serve more as a meeting place for the locals. Your friends are already set up here. Please make yourselves at home. Well, good morning, sleepyheads. It's good to see you up and about again. You had a close shave back there. Between the three of you, you nearly completely exhausted your mana. Everyone pitched in keeping watch over you while you slept. Oh wow, you guys really did all that for us? If that's the case, then we've been your care for the entire past 2 weeks. I don't think we can thank you enough. Don't mention it, dear. Emma told us all about you and what you've been going through. Now that you're up, I imagine you'll want to start planning your next steps. Between finding Celine, your instructor, and the Ashen Knight, you certainly have a lot on your plate. Yes. Now don't go rushing into things yet. You need to recover your strength. How about a nice meal? The food I make here is infused with magic. I guarantee you'll never have tasted anything quite like it. Recipe book? Buy luminary soup, tasty potato chowder. Is there any way to cheese money with recipes? Now you're, I imagine you'll want to start thinking about what to do next. Queen Celine, your instructor in the Ashen Knight, or plans a stake in what becomes of all of them. We won't try to pressure you. First, just concentrate on what's right for Class 7. I'm sure all of you need a little more time to recover anyway. Someone upstairs? Are you writing a letter? Yes, the butler Arnaud and Bereahard. You can imagine the unrest in the city while it's without a ruler. I thought I'd give instructions on how to handle official business in my absence while I'm telling him my whereabouts. I see. You've got lots of responsibilities, huh? Poor Arnaud has so much more work to do because I'm away. I saw in the Imperial Chronicle. I guess there really is no way to avoid this war. Oops, sorry, I'm still having some trouble putting my thoughts together. Let's all get together in a little bit and talk about our plans moving forward. Elisa. Yes, I understand. We don't get to see you two together very often. Yeah, you make kind of an odd pair if you ask me. You think so? I say we get along just fine. Yeah, Macchiato and I are tight, and we've worked together before, 3 months back, I think. He went out of his way to ask permission to use the SSS building for a meeting. I was real impressed with his manners. Oh, so that's how you came to know each other. Wait a minute, Macchiato? I asked him to quit calling me that, but you know how he is. Oh, come on, don't be such a buzzkill. You should be honored. I don't give guys nicknames all that often. It kind of shows you're special to me, you know? That's right, I think I've only heard your nicknames for Yuna and Altina. Never gave him permission to call me Altini. Same goes for Uni. Everyone's seriously down right now, huh? Not that anyone can really blame them. Hey, feeling this powerless. But you should all take this chance to relax. Whew. I think we've seen all there was to see. What now? Shall we go back to Rosalia's atelier?
The sky above ERYN seems so strange.
Yeah. It's like we're in a completely different world.
The Hexen clan village is quite a mysterious place.
So that will end the day, but is there any optional event here? Not really. Make sure to buy some equipment first. Looked at in the guide and it looks like I might not be able to return to town for some time. I know this sounds obvious, but it feels like everyone's suffering. You're right, especially Elisa, Laura, and Eustace. And it really shows how much they all loved William. Yeah, I kinda got the feeling Instructor Rean was keeping everyone together too. This old Class 7 relied on him just as much as we did. Yeah. He wasn't merely the center of this group, he was the rock. Everyone drew strength just from his presence. Well, what are we supposed to do now that he's gone? As a fashion Muse leaving us wasn't bad enough. Muse, or should we call her Duchess Cayenne? It's quite difficult to believe she was putting such plans in place the entire time we knew her. Yes, none of this even feels real. She has a much better grasp on the situation than any of us could have known. Ugh, isn't it kind of annoying though? She said she'd take care of Ash, but we have no idea what she's actually planning to do. I don't like it either. I prefer to speak with Ash in person.
Back already, I see.
Rose. Randy.
Man, look at you. Still down in the dumps, huh? Oh, I guess old Class 7's in the same boat.
Well, can you blame them? From what Emma's told me, the combined power of the gnomes and the blood and iron chancellor is completely overwhelming. So much so that they could bring about the end of the world with ease.
That's terrifying to think.
To top things off, we've got 5 more Divine Knights besides Valimar running around now. And one of them, that Ebon Knight, Chancellor Osborne is piloting himself.
That knight had an aura unlike any of the others, as if it wanted to dominate all it surveyed.
Yeah. Honestly, it gave me goosebumps just looking at it. I mean, the other Divine Knights had powerful auras too, but that one...
Well, if the Blood and Iron Chancellor's behind the wheel, it's gotta be bad news.
Right. There was something else that bothered me.
Now, Rean, let us begin. Together we shall write the end of this wretched fairy tale. In ink, black as despair.
Right at the end, the Chancellor called Instructor Rean by his first name. Almost like he knew him well. But when they met in Heimdall, they were much more formal with each other. Last names and all that.
Now that you mention it...
Huh. That is kind of weird.
Allie?
Is there something you're not telling us?
Well...
Allie, please.
You're with the Intelligence Division, right, Altini? You know way more than us about all this.
Certain things have been nagging at me for a while now. Not just the exchange between the Chancellor and Instructor Rean, but old Class 7's behavior as well. And then there's the fact that Instructor Rean is not a Schwarzer by birth.
Huh? Oh, right. I guess I knew he and Elise weren't actually blood-related.
Interesting.
Hey, whoa! What are you getting at here?
As a Vander, I'm privy to certain information that I believe may shine a light on our current situation. Please, hear me out. 14 years ago, just before the start of the 100 Days War, someone attacked the home of the then Brigadier General Osborne. To this day, nobody knows who was responsible nor what motivated them, but they murdered Osborne's family in their own home. He lost his wife, and it's said he lost a son, but the son's remains were never found.
Whoa. So that's how it all connects. But hold on, Kurt. How did you put this all together?
It's a technique Instructor Rean taught me called the unclouded eye. Letting go of your preconceived notions will let you see the truth. I trust I'm not mistaken?
You're right. I received confirmation myself 2 years ago, during the incident at the Infernal Castle. Though it was only by coincidence, I was there on a mission to capture Duke Cayenne. Instructor Rean and Old Class 7 were shocked to discover the truth.
I can imagine.
Yeah, no kidding. That'd mess anyone up. But that would explain why Rean and his pals were so dead set on foiling Osborne's schemes.
Yuna?
Are you angry? Yuna, Instructor Rean's birth father, doesn't change who he...
Of course I'm angry! How could I not be? Damn it! Why would he keep all that from us? And not just him either. The rest of Old Class 7 is just as bad. Come on, you two. We're bringing them back here. Now! No. We're gonna have a few words with them!
Yuna.
What exactly do you want to say?
Well, that's our uni, I suppose.
It seems that for better or worse, nothing keeps her down for long.
Yuna ran around the village rounding up the members of the old Class 7. In the face of her fiery, fierce energy, they were powerless to resist.
Good. That's everyone.
Yuna?
What is it you wanted to talk to us about?
I kind of get the feeling you're upset with us.
Oh, I'm not upset. I'm completely pissed off.
Yuna, please.
I don't know what you're planning, but try to keep a level.
Kurt, Allie, I need both of you to shut it. We just learned the truth about Instructor Rean's father. His birth father, I mean. The Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne.
Oh. Well...
So... you found out, huh?
Please, Yuna, don't think any less of Rean.
He suffered so much because of Osborne, but he never agreed with the Chancellor's policies, with his unreasonable demands.
It's true. For all the pain my brother has caused me, it pales in comparison to what Rean has suffered at the hands of his father.
Each mission Rean fulfilled for his father ate away at him piece by piece, but he always retained his sense of what was right.
His actions in the Northern War are the perfect example.
I get it. I haven't known him for as long as you have. But I know what kind of person he is. And I think there's something that we in the new Class 7 understand even better than you do. That Instructor Rean is still suffering. Even now.
You're right.
We've seen it with our own eyes. We saw the way he fought. The way he gave his all to try and stop the Chancellor. But even then, it wasn't enough. So he chose to put his life on the line to keep us safe.
It's true.
Allie tried to protect him from certain death. But in the end, it was Milliam who paid the price. She became the sword to save all of our lives. The shock and grief sent Instructor Rean into a rage. In trying to avenge Milliam, he ended up triggering the end of the world. And now, his father, Osborne, is trying to use him for something else even beyond all that. I know that right now, Instructor Rean must be blaming himself for everything. For not being able to protect Milliam. For making a mistake that can't be undone. That's why someone needs to find him, grab him by the collar, and shake him until he snaps out of it. To tell him that he's wrong. That it wasn't his fault. Wasn't that supposed to be your job? You're his friends, aren't you?
Uni.
If you won't do it, then we will, as his students. Instructor Rean has always offered us support when we needed it most. It now falls to us to do the same for him. And I swear I will, not as a Vander, but as a member of Thor's Branch Campus's Class 7.
Instructor Rean has been my mentor, showing me the way. He taught me to think for myself, gave me the courage to make my own decisions, helped me figure out who I really am. That's why my decision was an easy one. I'll protect everyone, just like Milliam did. And I will do everything in my power to rescue Instructor Rean, so that I can thank him in person.
Sheesh, they got us good there.
Yep, I agree. They didn't just catch up to us, they blew right past.
You can say that again. We came to much earlier than they did, but all we did was mope around.
We let our sadness and our fear of what we have to do next paralyze us.
How could we? It's so embarrassing. So much for setting an example.
So that means...
Yes, you're all absolutely correct. Protecting everyone, huh? That certainly sounds like Milliam.
She's passed the baton to us. Now we must work together to protect what we hold dear. Rean has always devoted himself to helping others. We owe it to him to follow his example.
Do you remember what we told Rean and Milliam that day? That we'd work to stop the war on the surface and find out what's happening behind the scenes. It's time for us to do just that.
And don't forget about Crow. Seems like he's got his memories back.
Yeah, we'll get him back on our side even if we gotta beat some sense into him first. I like the way you think.
It's not going to be easy, though, especially with that mobilization law in full effect.
True, but we can start by investigating that black pleroma grass that sprang up after the ritual.
Looks like all you guys needed was a little kick in the butt and you're back on track.
I'm glad to hear it. That puts my mind at ease.
Yeah. But this is only the beginning. Aside from rescuing Instructor Rean, we've still got to find Muse and Ash. And everyone else from the branch campus, too.
You're absolutely right.
We're going to take everything back. Our instructor, our entire world.
You won't be doing it alone. We'll be there to help you every step of the way.
You have our gratitude for bringing us back to our senses.
Yeah, thanks.
The trial that awaits us will be the ultimate test of Class VII's worth.
And that means all of us. There's no difference anymore between old and new Class 7.
That's right. Our shared goals have united us. And together, we can overcome any challenge.
Right.
Somewhere in the Erebonian airspace, the Pantagruel. This is a ship that the Noble Alliance used, but now being used by Muse, huh?
1420 hours. We've cleared the 3rd Air Fleet search radius.
Good. Return to alert level 2. Now, full rudder starboard. We're headed north-northwest.
We wanted to escape from this ship before, but now we want to join up with them to make our chances of surviving the war better.
Yes, sir.
My, they're all so well trained. Every soldier knows his proper place. I can't help but wonder how the Civil War would have turned out if this army of yours had been around back then.
I can't imagine it would have changed things in the end. At most, we might have prolonged the war for a year or so. Though if we'd had a more suitable leader, things might have turned out differently.
I do believe you're right.
Oh, please. You're giving me too much credit. It's only thanks to your generous assistance that I even stand aboard this airship.
So you claim, but you're the one who arranged all of this.
That's right. The way you see tens of thousands of moves ahead, you could even teach the Blood and Iron Chancellor a thing or two. I imagine you'd make a fine Anguis for the Society if you were so inclined.
Well, I certainly would enjoy meeting the infamous Grandmaster in person. However, in the end, I too failed to stop the Great Twilight. Failing to notice that Ash had taken that gun is one of my greatest regrets. That one mistake was all it took. If only I had seen it, I might have been able to stop him.
Perhaps it was simply the will of Eidos. Or far more likely, the curse.
Yes. It's something powerful enough to completely defy the laws of causality. How impressive that you were able to use that very power to devise a counterattack.
Perhaps.
But it's an unforgivably cruel plan. No different from taking the entire world hostage. How could I face Instructor Rean or the rest of Class VII ever again?
Putting Schwarzer aside for now, what's become of the members of both Class VIIs? They ended up escaping to your village, did they not? I haven't heard anything more than that.
Nor have I. At least it seems they made it there safely. Minus Crow and Ash, of course. Though it's hard to say if they'll be able to bounce back after witnessing the worst possible ending firsthand.
They're going to be fine. I'm sure of it. I believe in Yuna, Kurt, and Altina. They'll inspire the others and shake them out of their despair. Then together, they'll start moving forward. The time I spent with them in class made that more than clear.
Damn it. I never asked for this. You think I need to be hidden away somewhere? I got myself into this shit. I'll get myself out.
Is he going to hijack an airship?
No freaking way.
What kind of structure is this? Oh, that's Valimar. This is the Black Workshop area.
Ah, there you are. Been looking for you.
Oh, it's just you guys.
What do you mean, just you guys?
You got your memories back then? So, what's your plan now that shit's about to go down?
About that. My contract's up. I'm nobody's pawn anymore. Right now, I'm just the Azure Awakener, and that means I've got my own role to play. At least, for what little time we've got before it's all over.
Oh yeah?
It's fine, though. Works out well enough for me. Gives me one final shot at getting revenge for my grandfather. But if you're looking for a fight, you better keep walking.
That's a damn shame. Well, if the mood strikes you, you know who to call.
He never fails to get on my nerves. But you, why are you so...
Completely irresistible? Don't tell me you fell for me. Nah, guess not. Your heart already belongs to that master of yours, huh? Unless a certain goody two-shoes went and stole it away.
Absolutely not. I swear, why is it that you, McBurn, and that ogre girl all treat me like I'm some love-struck little child?
Well, you kinda are.
Anyway, what exactly do you plan to do about him?
It's his own problem to deal with. The way he is right now,
I don't have it in me to bother with him.
He's still chained up, and what if he has to take a poop?
You need to get a hold of yourself. Fine then.
Nice work. We're lucky you're here.
You.
You finally got him under control. I'd suggest keeping him like that. Don't worry though, it won't be much longer. The rivalries will begin soon.
Oh, just shut up! We're not going to be part of your evil scheme!
Even his normal Tachi is chained to a table, huh?
You need to beat this.
You need to keep it in another room entirely.
All the people who are counting on you, waiting for you to snap out of this. Do you hear me? Rean Schwarzer?
Oh, now we're getting the real opening. That mask, are they trying to do something to him like they did the Crow? Prologue Nightfall End. Auto saving. System saving. My SSD slow enough that I could actually see the loading process. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this Let's Play of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.